All right, guys, a little too close for comfort with the Wizards. This is the Utah Jazz postgame show on the Hoops Nerd channel. Utah found a way to make this game pretty darn frustrating, although I think this was one of those nights where you just had another team have just an incredible performance from one of their players, although it shouldn't be, I guess, that surprising. Bobby Portis, the last time the Jazz played, had a nice game, at least shooting the ball. Tonight had another nice game. Tonight, Bobby Portis shoots 11 for 21, 22 from the field, but 6 for 12 from 3. And there was one point where he was like 6 for 9, and the Wizards took the lead. Like, that was killer. And it was just giving the Jazz fits. It was keeping Rudy Gobert out of the paint. The Wizards just had a formula tonight that just really worked. They were having a 5-out offense that just gave the Jazz problems. One of the things about a 5-out offense, here's the thing. I actually don't really believe in 5-out offenses very much. I think that you need at least one rolling player. I actually think like a offense with 4 perimeter shooters, playmakers, whatever it is, and one roll man like Rudy Gobert or Clint Capella or something like that is a better offense and will get you more points and spacing than actually a 5-out offense. Because it actually grabs people, it draws people into the paint when the roller goes to the paint, and it leaves people open on the perimeter. I think I'm going to do a video about this. But when you have a 5-out offense, I don't feel like there's enough gravity that opens up space for some of these guys. But what it does do is create isolation opportunities for perimeter players. And so Bradley Beal is able to get to the bucket. The Jazz struggled tonight with fouling. Some of that was a little quick whistle, a little bit, refs. But a lot of that was the Jazz just struggling because you had isolation players going to the rim and getting fouled. And the other part of it is a 5-out offense does not work if the center isn't making threes. Tonight, Bobby Portis was just banging them, and it was a big part of the reason the Wizards gave the Jazz so many problems. It was that 3-point shot. So, good game from the Wizards, who just shot really well tonight. And, nice that the Jazz finally, I think they're like 0-6 in games that end within like 3 to 6 points or something like that. Finally figure out a way to close out a game. It's one of those things lately that when it's close like this, it just feels like things don't work out. And so tonight, really nice to see. And that comes kind of on the back of Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell, I mean, if anyone has questions on why Donovan Mitchell has the ball in his hands, he's a superstar. Tonight, Donovan Mitchell was just absolutely electric. 35 points, 56% from the field on 23 shots, 3 for 5 from 3, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, turnovers. Also 5 turnovers, but that comes with the territory of being the main guy. You'd like to see that go down, but you've got to put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. And luckily tonight, big shot. Rubio hits that corner 3. That's what you need. That's the future for Utah for them to succeed, is you've got to have another off guard that can hit threes, big time shots at the end of the game. That right there showed it. When Ricky Rubio hits that 3, that was ball game, because then the Jazz could play from ahead. And when the Jazz are playing from ahead in tight situations, they win a lot of games because the defense is just so good. And then, of course, you see at the end Rudy with the big time block. Rudy had 3 blocks tonight. And you know what? Tonight was a night where, everything is hard for Rudy because it's a 5-out thing. And so it takes away a lot of his strengths. But Rudy still found a way to impact the game. And I know his numbers weren't as big tonight. 13 points. But Rudy, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. 17 rebounds for Rudy Gobert. Just always impacts the game. Tonight had the plus minus was surprisingly low, bad tonight for Rudy. But part of that was because he was on the floor with Portis, who was just shooting lights out. And that's tough. That's just tough. But Rudy's been better this year about closing out on those bigs, and it's shown, and it's why Rudy Gobert should be Defensive Player of the Year. He's just absolutely a dominant force. I actually think this game is great for Utah because this is one of those wake-up call games. Like, you can't cruise into the playoffs. They need some tight, tough games like this. They need some stuff that keeps them, fresh, keeps them, hard. They aren't softening up because the teams they're playing aren't trying to win very much. So this is actually probably good in the long run for Utah to get a nice, tough win against a DC team that just has a lot of pride and was impressive tonight. Bradley Beal is he's an absolute stud. Hey, Bradley Beal, would you like to come join the Utah Jazz and win a title next year? That would be cool. Bradley Beal tonight, 34 points, Really similar night to Donovan. Really nice night from Bradley Beal, who shot it really well. Only 2 for 7 from 3, but he was 52% from the field. He was awesome. Bradley Beal is a stud. So anyways, guys, like and subscribe. We're going to do another video. I think I'm going to talk about another playoff team soon, maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow night. Guys, like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I will talk to you later.